Have you ever picked up an item and just felt its age, wondering how it was made compared to things today? Maybe it has a certain heft or a unique finish that whispers stories of a bygone era. Discovering how objects were manufactured in the past can unlock a deeper appreciation for their history and authenticity. You can spot 1950s manufacturing methods by looking for signs of simpler, less automated processes, a greater reliance on hand finishing, and distinct material choices that reflected the era's industrial capabilities and consumer demands. The items often show a blend of traditional craftsmanship with emerging mass production techniques. The 1950s marked a fascinating transition in manufacturing, moving from the wartime production boom to a focus on consumer goods. Factories were embracing new machinery and assembly line techniques, but true automation, as we know it today, was still in its infancy. This meant that while items were often produced in larger quantities, many steps still involved manual handling, basic tooling, and human oversight, which left discernible characteristics on the finished products. To identify these methods, first examine the seams and joints on items like furniture or clothing. You might see slightly irregular stitching on textiles or hand-fitted joinery on wood. Look for visible tool marks, especially in metal or wood items, which suggest individual shaping rather than perfectly uniform machine stamping. Consider the finish, too. Hand-polished surfaces, enamel coatings, or specific paint applications often show a less clinical perfection than modern factory finishes. Also, pay attention to the materials themselves, such as heavier gauge metals, earlier forms of plastics like bakelite or melamine, and more robust, natural fibers in fabrics. An expert tip is to check for evidence of single-purpose tooling. Before versatile robotic arms, a single machine might perform just one task, like punching a specific hole or bending a particular curve. This can lead to minor variations from piece to piece, a charm often lost in today's highly standardized production. Another telltale sign is the quality of internal components. Older items often feature more substantial internal wiring or thicker casings because materials were cheaper and designs less concerned with ultralightness. Understanding these manufacturing tells you more than just an item's age. It connects you to the ingenuity and limitations of a specific time. By knowing what to look for, you can better appreciate the durability, design philosophy, and human effort embedded in collectibles from the 1950s, making your vintage finds even more meaningful.